Hi guys, welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old
Yes.
Republic 2.
Have you come?
Yes, I need some answers.
Then
What do you know of Business Master?
he, if he can truly be called a man any longer, is one of the dark lords that pursues you. I do not think he knows what you are. Not yet. He spared the Miraluka. Keep his slave close to you. I suspect.
Not a slave any longer.
Entertain what illusions you will. I am too tired to...
He's no longer a man?
One cannot have power of that magnitude that her master possesses and still think and perceive the...
Yeah, I think we've been through this.
You must be prepared to sacrifice the blinded one.
No, I'll never do such a thing.
Entertain what illusions...
Why did he destroy her homeworld?
It is a technique that is almost as old as the Sith themselves. It is a means of severing connections between life, the Force, and feeding upon the death it causes. It cannot be taught. It can only be gained through instinct, through experiencing its effects firsthand.
And he's killed an entire planet?
Yes, and he fed upon its destruction. It will sustain him for a time.
How can anyone have that kind of power?
Power? Do you think so? You would be wrong. There is no strength in the hunger he possesses, and the will behind his power is a primal thing. And it devours him as he devours others. His mere presence kills all around him, slowly feeding him. He is already dead. It is simply a question of how many he kills before he falls.
That kind of power is impossible.
Nothing is impossible with the Force. It is an energy that flows through all living things. And like energy, it may be harnessed, channeled, and consumed at times. It may even be a substance that can burn and ignite. Do not think of his power as one would a weapon, or one of your warships of the Republic. It is terrible, but it is still a subtle thing. The sect of assassins that chase you feed on the Force. What he does is simply the pinnacle of what they could achieve in time. And that is why they and their techniques must be wiped out. No one again must experience and learn what her master did.
How are they able to drain the Force?
As much as one may use the Force to bolster the wills and strengths of others, the reverse is possible, though not often used. Instead of sending one's will through connections in the Force, instead such connections are drawn upon, fed upon, and drained completely.
But all life is touched by the
Then
Force.
you understand how terrible such a power is, and why it must be ended. It is an empty road to the dark side, and by traveling it, the price is death before one's time. He is a breach in the Force, capable of consuming the lives of those around him. Sometimes the touch is slow, as it is with his crew.
How does he use his power?
It is not something he can direct or focus, much like hunger itself. He is more of a hole in the Force than a living thing. Force sensitives and worlds rich in the Force draw him. The Miraluka world was one such place. That is why where the Jedi gather, Jedi will die. He will feel it, unless they mask their presence. But Katar called out as a beacon to him, and he could not resist it. And he cares nothing for the Sith, or its teachings, or the Jedi. And when the Jedi are dead, he will feed on the galaxy, the Republic, and eventually consume the Sith as well. There is no future in the empty galaxy he sees, and that is why he must be stopped. The breach must be sealed before his power grows beyond what even we can hope to stop.
Yeah. Wait, do you have any ideas why he spared her?
Perhaps he is bound to her, as I am bound to you. If so, there may be a death served by hers. You must be prepared to sacrifice.
Yeah, we've been through that one. Okay.
Ask.
Do we have anything else?
A discussion, perhaps.
No influence failure.
Ask.
None of the Jedi Master mentioned you.
Ignorance. And perhaps they do not remember or care. It is of no consequence to me or to them.
You're lying.
Am I? Then perhaps you should know. There are techniques in the Force, where one can cloud the memory of others, make their presence so small as to be unnoticed. And on the worlds where we have encountered these Jedi, there is much life and death, where sensing such things is difficult. As I said, it is of no consequence to me, or to them.
Do you use that technique on me?
No, but if I did, you would never know, so my words only carry as much worth as you believe them to. But perhaps you will understand this, that perhaps it is important to me that you see me and my actions uncloaked. It is important that your judgments, whether be good or bad, stem from seeing me as I truly am.
I accept that, and I trust you, Kreia.
I did not ask you to trust me, only that you listen to what I have to tell you. But thank you.
Never mind, I'll be going. Influence lost! Boo! She's, yeah, totally the opposite from her. Anyways, I'm gonna try and talk to the handmaiden again. Since I think that we talked with Kreia, we can now train her.
Yes? There's nothing.
Reason said.
Duels and your mod. You may ask.
Going through all this again. I want to talk to you about your mother.
What of her? As I said, I knew little about her.
Do you know that she was a Jedi Knight? Her name was Erin Kin. Yeah.
This is already known to me. Why are you telling me this?
Because the Force runs strong in bloodlines, and you can learn to use it to help others.
I think I have always known this. It has always been in my thoughts. As I followed Atris, perhaps what I wished to follow was the call of my bloodline, of my mother. I have felt incomplete, hollow since her loss at Malachor V. And with your help, perhaps this wound might be healed.
And so it ends.
Oh, Kreia's not
I
happy.
want you to teach me the ways of the Force, to become a Jedi Knight like my mother.
Yay! I can finally do this. If I were to train you, then I might harm you, and I would not wish that.
Listen to me. I am already committed. There is no one else I would want to train me. I have seen you in battle. I have seen your heart, and you are what I want to be. It is like a hollow place inside me, but when I am with you, the echo dies.
So be it, we'll be breaking a vow to Atris.
There is the betrayal of Atris, and there is the betrayal of my mother and father. After seeing you in battle, I know you more than I have ever known Atris, and I am not convinced that serving her is the greater good. I want to feel what my mother felt for my father, what ran through my mother's veins when she was one with the Force. I wish to hear what my mother heard as she fought the Mandalorians, until the moment she died on Malachor V.
Then know this, you have the makings of a Jedi Guardian within you, and this time I showed you that path.
I will not let you down, Exile. I will honor you, as I honor the face of my mother.
I made to take first steps on the path that Jedi Guard. She'll go on ability and she travels with you. Hey! Finally.
Betrayal.
Oh, poor Kreia. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Oh. Now what's this?
Betrayal.
Betrayal?
Mistress?
She has betrayed me. The last of your sisters has betrayed me. Betrayed us. She is your sister no more. She does not travel with the exile. Instead, she has chosen to walk the path of the Jedi.
Mistress, forgive us, but are you certain? She would not forsake her oath so lightly.
It is the truth, and it is done. Do you doubt me?
No, mistress.
It is you who saved the Jedi upon Dantooine, who have collected their knowledge and hid it here to protect it.
But why? How did she fall?
It is a sign of his corruption, and perhaps hers as well. He will train her, and she will be flawed.
Okay, we're back. On that ship again. And I get light side points. Yay! So, we can actually talk to the handmaiden again. I think. Am I doing... Aha.
Yes? You may ask.
Do you have a name?
Before entering,
What is it?
it is not.
I want to know if we could, find out.
When it, if reason, I do not.
Fine, I don't think I'll be able to do it.
I meant. Yes. There's duels and your mod.
No, nothing. Alright, there was something that I thought we could do, but we're supposed to be able to get certain Jedi robes for her, but maybe I'll talk to Atton instead. Hello. Playing Pazaak in your head again?
Passes the time. It's better than listing off engine sequencers, memorizing hyperspace routes, or counting ticks in the power couplings.
There are no ticks in the power coupling, it's fixed.
Of course it's fixed. And that's why you should count the ticking in the power coupling, too.
You're not making any sense. Looks at player frowns.
Why do I play Pazaak? Alright, I'll show you.
It's a friendly game, sure.
Good match. Now, what are you thinking about right now?
Well, Pazaak, of course, the game.
Right. And that's why I play Pazaak in my head. Because if you don't, you've left the door open, and anyone could walk right in.
Might care to help, I'm sorry.
Of course you did. You see, Jedi, light or dark, do it, more often than you'd think. But I never heard one say they were sorry before. That's a new house rule.
You play Pazaak to shield your thoughts.
No, I play Pazaak in my head. But while I'm doing that, it's a lot harder for someone to walk in.
Can you teach me to shield my thoughts?
No. I can only teach you to play Pazaak. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Then I want to learn to play Pazaak.
Good. Now you understand.
Okay.
Alright, I'll deal then. If you're ever fighting someone who has the power over your mind, whether light or dark, play Pazaak. Start listing hyperspace routes, recite engine sequencers. And when they try to use their powers on you, suddenly it's not as easy as they thought. Jedi do it all the time. And when they walk in the dark places of your mind, they'll use it to hold you by the throat.
Oh, Pazaak in your head. Ooh, I gained permanent +1 to my willpower save. And my influence gained with that 10. There's a question for you.
Alright.
Want me to leave this in?
Well, there was a woman, a Jedi. She gave her life for mine.
Who?
I never knew her name. She sought me out. She said she had come to save me. She was lying, of course. Or I think she was. It doesn't matter. She told enough truth to get my attention.
Like what?
She said that Revan was doing something terrible to Jedi within the unknown regions. That when we captured Jedi, they were sent to a place designed to break them. and that anyone in his service who showed any ability with the Force was sent there too, to turn them, to break them into dark Jedi, or assassins trained to kill Jedi. She said that's what would happen to me, that I had the Force inside me. That's why I was so good at killing Jedi. And that when the Sith learned of it, there would be no escape, no turning back. I would become an instrument of the dark side, forever. I had heard talk in the ranks, troops vanishing. I knew what she meant, but I didn't believe her, or want to believe her.
So what did you do?
I did what I did with all Jedi. I hurt her. I hurt her a lot. And then, right when I thought she couldn't take any more, she showed me the Force, in my head.
And I felt everything she felt, and I heard just an echo of what the Force was, and how what I was doing. I think I loved her, but it wasn't that kind of love. It was the kind of love where you're willing to give up everything for someone you don't even know.
That is what it's meant. That's what it means to be a Jedi.
I killed her for crawling in my head, for showing me that. But before she opened her mind to mine, my only thought was that I would love to kill her. And at the end, I killed her because I loved her.
It's a lot to bear, and it's a lot for me to forgive.
In the end, she sacrificed herself to keep my secret, to prevent the Sith from knowing about that touch of the Force inside me. She wasted her life to save me. Me.
And I felt her die, when she opened her mind. I've killed Jedi, like I said, but I was never there to feel it, to be on the receiving end. And after that, I couldn't stop feeling things. Before, guilt, lust, impatience. It had been orchestrated to get close. Now it all just kept tumbling out, and I couldn't keep doing what I was doing. So I left. I fled with the displaced war veterans to Nar Shaddaa, and I lost myself there, until the war came to an end. I wanted no more of Jedi, or Dark Jedi, or the Force. I just wanted to be left alone.
And then, I met you on Peragus.
And I thought maybe she had saved me so that I could help you. And if I can't, then I have to try.
Then I welcome your help.
I didn't want to tell you any of this, but I had to. Because if something happens, I can't let you think I was doing it for something other than the past.
That is all I ask.
Once, a Jedi showed me the Force. I heard it. I felt it. At the time, there was too much pain to confront it. Because if I did, it meant I would be changed into something else. Now, I'm not afraid of it anymore. And I think that by learning how to use it, I can help protect you. Or at least buy you some time when disaster comes screaming in.
I want to learn how to use the Force. I want to learn how to use the Force to help you.
Then I will train you, Atton.
What must I do? Is there some ritual, or...
Just close your eyes and open your mind. You must learn to feel it around you. Feel its currents, its eddies. Listen to the echo of your thoughts, your heart, separated from war, separated from hate. Think of what you felt when you felt the need to help me, to protect me. And at last, Atton, awaken. Taking the first steps in the path of a Jedi Sentinel, he will grow in abilities, travels with you, and learns the unknown Force. Sweet! Atton is now a Jedi. Okay, I'm going to actually go to Nar Shaddaa. Off we go! And that's probably going to be the end of the episode when I land. Yeah. Cool. Jump to light speed. Now, I wonder if that's... Yeah, that's gotta be Nar Shaddaa. Because I don't know what, Nal Hutta. Nar Shaddaa is the moon of Nal Hutta, right? So I think Nal Hutta would be closer too. But I didn't see it. Oh well. the reason I'm coming here is we should be able to train Mira now. Got a cutscene.
Has there been any word of her?
None yet. I do not understand why she displays such disobedience.
You know why. She bears the face of her mother.
She shames us all.
She has always brought shame upon us. In terms of combat, she is the least among us. Her stance always had too much passion about it.
Perhaps it is better that our sister chose exile rather than having it forced upon her.
Okay. Are we good? Ah. Still some cutscenes, I guess.
Why are you here?
Because I told him everything.
Ah, and now you are free.
Yeah, so no more threats, no more of your requests. You and me, we're done.
Did you ever think I truly held you? You're more of a fool than I thought. What truly held you was you, and let me show you why. I once held the galaxy by the throat, as you once held her by the throat and let her die slowly. And your emotion at that point is what you fear. I can unlock that part of you anytime I wish. It is a simple thing, the human mind. Once it feels something strongly, it becomes etched in the memory, the subconscious. Shall I show you? That part of you that hungered to kill Jedi, that took pleasure from it? Or perhaps you will continue to listen to my counsel, and I shall ignore your pathetic attempts at freedom. Now leave me, murderer. I have nothing further to say to one such as you.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. Godspeed, stay frosty. See ya.